Hey everyone, and welcome to my horses video. Woo! So I finally reached 500 subscribers. Thank you so much for all of your subscribers. I appreciate it so much. And I said that I would do an all my horses video at 500 subs, so here it is. Woo! So let's start with the horse that I'm currently training. Her name is Spark Friend. I named her after Twilight Sparkle from My Little Pony because she has quite a purple tint to her. Not as purple as Midnight, but it didn't look too obvious to me from the start, and then I got on her and I realised that yeah, the purple is kind of obvious. But I don't mind, I like it, because to me the purple signifies how much Magnolia is having an effect on the horses of your, because even they're turning a bit purple, like some have purple eyes or purple tints to them or whatever. Anyway, it's cool. And then the next horse in my stable is Cocoa Cake, or as I call him, Mud Cake. He is an Icelandic horse, and my headcanon is that Lisa, Louisa's girlfriend, you know, the Soul Rider Lisa, the one that she's dating. Anyway, Lisa named this horse Mud Cake, and now Lisa isn't allowed to name any horses because she names them silly things like Mud Cake, even though it's a fitting name. This is Candy King, also known as Willy Wonka. I named him after Willy Wonka from the original Willy Wonka, you know, the one where he's old, not the one where he's Johnny Depp. Anyway, I really like this horse, he's fast. He's also got a little bit of purple to him, but you know, like I said, that's the effect of Pandoria on the horses of Yorvik. Also, he has a very pretty face, and he has the Pioneer tack set, which I love. Next we have Dragon Mist, named after Mist from the Talon series by Julie Kagawa. She was originally a bad guy, but I think she's turned good now. I'm not sure. Anyway, pretty horse. Pretty North Swedish horse. This is Hot Girl, named after one of the fictional daughters of Anne and Alex, also from this game, The Soul Riders. Yeah. She's one of the horses named after Ruth. There is another one. This is Star Magic, the daughter of Smoke Eye, my Andalusian mare, and Starshine, the Lisa's horse. She's their most recent daughter. She's a Lusitano. It's Cat Shadow, aka Blake, named after Blake Belladonna from Ruby. She's one of my favourite characters. This is Caramel Pearl, named because it looks caramel, but it's the Pearlino, or Pearl, Lusitano. Hence, Caramel Pearl, yay! And this is Winter Dust, named after Winter Schnee, also from Ruby. She's Weiss's big sister. This is Wild Whisper, named after the most, well, not the most recent, but the almost most recent Question Star stable with the Star breeds, because this horse looks a lot like Rhiannon's horse Nyx, only, you know, without the lightning bolt marking on her forehead. Well, his forehead, I'm not sure what gender this horse is. A little bit of purple again, but you know, Pandoria, yay! This is Silver Princess, the Lusitano from the Foalite. She is level 10 at the moment, but I'm going to train her soon, like very soon. I'm still not sure which horse I'm going to make a training adventures video with. In fact, I'm still not sure how I'm going to make a training adventures video. Like, will it be like 2-hour videos because I train in 2-hour chunks because that's how long it takes me? Or will it be like split up into different videos or live streams? No, probably not live streams. I can't do live streams. It's hard enough to get time to record as it is. Or will it be just like the highlights or something, like my friend Race and also Northina do? I don't know, let me know. And this is Spellsoul, also known as Maxine. Before Idris got his update, my headcanon was that Maxine was one of the ponies from his circus. Now he has an actual canon horse though, so she's just Laura's from the fanfics, I guess. This is Green Sister, aka Fern. She's named after Fern from Siri Pixel Biologist's Green Family Legacy. Fern is honestly the best. In this game alone, she's got 3 medals, 1 gold in the Moreland Championships, a bronze and a silver in the Pony Championship, and I'm waiting to see if she's going to get any more medals before, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, named after Fern, the heir to the Green family legacy. She's so great. This is Evening Flame. To me, she looks like a mix of Twilight Sparkle and Sunset Shimmer from My Little Pony, which is one of my favourite pairings, because if I say the other word, it's going to sound like something wrong. And to me, she's a big fan of JoJo. I mean, I'm not the big fan of JoJo Siwa, she's too loud for me, but maybe that's just me being old. Also, I didn't even know she existed until Star Stable partnered with her, so it's almost like she suddenly appeared overnight, which is a bit odd, but I guess that's just how things are these days. This is Autumn Shade, my Mustang. Not really named after anything, but one of the people I follow on Tumblr, Emily Cat Knight, has this same horse, and yeah, I like the colour on it. Reminds me of her. Next we have Dark Princess, named after Jessica from this game, because in the Star and Legacy games, she was called the Dark Princess. So, yeah, Dark Princess. And she's a Frisian because she looks all like stately and regal, but also kind of warrior-like, like how I imagine Jessica to be. Next we have Goldie, Gold Mist, my starter horse, Jorvik Warmblood, Soulsteed, whatever you want to call him. He is so great. And I love that he's getting like more powers in the story quest and stuff. It's so exciting. This is Daydreamer, my paint horse. He was the first paint horse that I bought in this game, and honestly is one of my favourite horses. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's the colour on him, maybe it's fond memories of when I first joined the game. I'm not sure, but either way, I love him. And now, for the 32 pages of horses. So we have Amethyst Cloud, Jorvik Wild Horse, named after Amethyst from Steven Universe, because in one episode she ate a cloud and floated around for a while. That's the reference. Angel Dust, named after the fictional daughter of Jessica and the Hermit from this game. So like, I have this, well, not really a theory or a headcanon or something, but anyway, there's this alternate universe, I guess, where the Hermit found Jessica washed up on the beach because she was a siren, and then she kind of washed up on the beach because she couldn't get away because of the strong currents around Southhoof. And eventually in the future, after the main game finishes, they have 3 daughters, Amelia, Belle, and Cece. And Angel Dust is Amelia. She's the one who has plans of running Yalaheim one day. I have a lot of fan fiction to write. Oh dear. I already write a lot as it is. Anti-hero, named after one of the villains in this game who we have yet to meet. But Darko did mention her, Niley, or Elise. I'm really looking forward to meeting her. My headcanon is that Sabine is either dating her or has a crush on her. Because, I can pair what I want. This is Anti-Lucky. Now, Anti-Lucky has quite the story behind him. See, at first, I thought that Justin's horse was a male horse named Maxie. Boy, was I wrong. Justin's horse is actually a female horse named Saga. So, I guess Maxie is an alternate version of Justin's horse. This is Apple Dash, named after the pairing for My Little Pony, the pairing of Applejack and Rainbow Dash, because, it's an available name in the game, how could I not name a horse after that? This is Ash Princess, aka Cinderella. Is she named after the Disney princess? Is she named after the fairy tale? Or is she named after a cat that my grandmother used to have that I grew up with? The world may never know. Even I don't know. But she has like a little white sock on her back foot, which reminds me of the glass slipper from the Cinderella fairy tale. I will show. See? The white sock. Or, I don't know what you call it. Anyway, like the glass slipper. It's a little strange how I don't have the My Stable music in the Miss Full Stable, but you know. Ash River, named after Eddie and Ash River from the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas, is one of my favourite book series of all time. She's such a good author. Autumnborn, well, not really named after anything in particular. She's just an old Swedish horse who, I think I got her the first day of autumn. 1 year? I'm not sure. Anyway, that's Autumnborn. I like the colour on her. I wonder if they're ever going to remake the North Swedish horse with this colour. That would be nice. Autumn Heart, another North Swedish horse. She's actually the twin of one of my other horses, Solid Heart. Only when her sister loves the snow, she loves the autumn. Baby Boy, the Spotted Arabian. Now, when I was looking up Spotted Arabians, I discovered a breed called an arrow looser. So I wonder if Star Stable is ever going to make some arrow loosers. I'm not sure what the colours on them would be, but, you know, it's an Arabian horse with spots. A lot of people don't like the old model Arabians, but I don't mind them. They just look like little toys to me. Like playing with your little toy Arabian. Yeah. Baby Girl, named after Belle, the daughter of Jessica and the Hermit, as I mentioned before with Amelia. I guess she's the stubborn one, like Amelia's stubborn. She wants to run the lighthouse on Southwolf one day, even though she's a siren, so it doesn't really make any sense, but, you know, challenge the rules. Baby Sister, named after Baby from Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. My sister plays this game and that's really all that I know about it. Everything I know from Five Nights, I know from her. Bird Mother, named after Raven from Ruby. Now, Raven is my favourite character. Yeah, I know she's done bad things and she's a terrible mother. I'm not denying that. But I just love her for some reason. I'm not sure why. Bird Pie, aka Magpie, named because, well, black and white, like a magpie. There are a lot of magpies where I live in Australia. Spring is not the best time to be in Australia, I guess. Or anywhere with birds, really. Bluestar, named after the leader of ThunderClan from the Warrior Cats books. I know that Warriors fans are gonna go wild now because I have a lot of Warriors named cats. Or themed cats, anyway. Bright Eye, another one of my paint horses. I think he was actually the accidental purchase because when I wrote down black and white paint from Marley's, this was when all of the old paint horses were available at Marley's, that is. So when I wrote down black and white paint from Marley's, I went to this one instead when I meant the other black and white paint. So, in my headcanon, Bright Eye is the son of one of the winter spirits from Golden Hills, which was mentioned when we first opened Golden Hills, and is then never mentioned again. I wonder if we're ever going to meet the winter spirits, but to me the winter spirits are like these ethereal, ghostly horses that spread cold and snow wherever they go, and they love the cold and snow. Anyway, he's the son of a winter spirit and the black thoroughbred. The old model black thoroughbred, which I also have. I have so many horses. Caramel Cake, a little Yellowick pony, to me is like a little caramel flan. I've never eaten a caramel flan, I've only seen them. But I got this horse because Stacey Place, Star Stable's YouTuber, bought it on her Let's Play account. I think it was the Star Stable Let's Play account, the main one on the main channel, which I don't know if it's still going or not. Anyway, and she bought this horse and I decided, yeah, I like this horse, so I decided to buy it myself. Caramel Cookie, Caramel Cake's twin brother. In my headcanon, Lisa bought Caramel Cookie for Louisa as a birthday present. Because, you know, it's Girlvic. We express our love by giving each other horses. Also, sorry if you can hear the Discord noises in the background. I tried to mute it, but I don't know how to. Caramel Pie, named after Caramel from the My Little Pony cartoon. Caramel's one of the background characters, background ponies, I guess. And we don't really know much about him, but he looks like the Caramel from the show, doesn't he? Carrot Cake, Not really named after anything. However, halflings now have a very special place in my heart because I know that a lot of the Star Stable team loves them, including Game Master Leela, who I met the other night, well, the other day, but it was night for everyone else, on Star Stable when I went to a Tumblr meetup on Night Sprinkles, and she told us many, many wonderful, wonderful things. This is Carrot Promise, named after the Nick and Judy pairing from the Zootopia, because they made the promise with the carrot recorder. It made more sense last time I explained it. This is Cat Boy, aka Soft Boy. He's named after a cat that we looked after for a while, Ollie. He was next door's cat, but they didn't look after him properly, so he basically lived here for a while. And then we took him to an RSPCA place, like an animal shelter thing, so that someone else could adopt him. And I have no doubts that he was immediately adopted because he was such a nice cat. So friendly and loving and soft. He was also scared of a lot of things, but, you know. Cat Warrior. This one is named after Mossleaf from series Warrior Cats Sims 3 Challenge. She's the main cat from them. Named after Mossleaf because of the green tint to her otherwise brown coat. Also, I like how in her natural colour she looks like a meteor. Chance Time, a vague Mario Party reference. Yes, just put your head down, Chance Time, that's right. Because when I had bought this horse I thought, well, he looks like a chance. And then there was Time as a second name, so I thought, well, Chance Time, like a Mario Party, yay! This is Cherry Berry. I know that a popular YouTuber has a horse named Cherry Berry, but I swear it is not named after that horse. I named this one before I watched that video. Anyway, it's a nice name. This one from the Fallout, so is Carrot Cake. I think. Chip Lucky, aka Little Chip, one of my little Jorvik ponies. Now let me tell you, it was really difficult to train all of the Jorvik ponies before they got their speed update because they were so slow. Now I'm glad that they're all fast. Like, look at those little chunks go. Look at those little legs. Chippy, the first halflinger that I bought, because Chippy's a cute name, isn't it? I actually saw someone on YouTube with his name Chippy for their horse, so I decided to use it. Cinnamon Kiss, so named because it looks like he just shoved his snoot into some cinnamon. I bought him after I finished an assignment while I was at uni, so he was kind of a little present from me to me for finishing a tough assignment. Classy Crown, aka Cece, another daughter of Jessica and the Hermit. Cece's a little spoilt brat princess. Classy girl. She is the kind of, like, if she was a person, she would be the classic Southern belle, afraid to get her hands dirty and all flouncing and going to parties and whatnot. Sort of like Maricela from the Spirit Riding Free Show, which I don't mind, it's a okay show. It's comfy, as my sister says. Cocoa Chip. I think, no, this one isn't called Biscuit, it's just Cocoa Chip. Or is it Cookie? I don't know. Anyway, this horse reminds me of these double chocolate chip cookies that I cook sometimes. I think she has purple eyes too. If she'd put her head up, that would be great. Yeah, she has kind of purplish eyes. They're more purple when you get up close to her. So yeah, reminds me of these cookies that I bake sometimes, and they're just delicious. Cocoa Dream, a tinker horse. My silly little story about her is that I say that when Louisa went to the cafe thing at Dino Valley, Igor tried to serve her a horse as a hot cocoa, and she said, no, I don't want this horse. I mean, I want this horse, I'm going to take her, but can you please give me some actual food and stop trying to eat horses? It's wrong. Cocoa Kid, named after son of Coco from the movie The Castle. It's an Australian movie. Honestly, one of the best movies I've ever seen. Coco Runner, also named after a greyhound from the movie The Castle. She's, yeah, one of the greyhounds from the movie The Castle, because Daryl loved his greyhounds. Cookie Cookie, because, you know, it's a silly name for a shire. I call him a big moo cat because he kind of has spots on him like a cow. Copper Drop, named vaguely after Copper from The Fox and the Hound. And he has his little fox Tad with him. Or is it Todd? Yeah, it's Todd. I keep getting his name wrong. Crimson Whisper, my Valentine's Day horse. She comes out for all of the Valentine's Day events, and to me she is one of the gay horses in my stables, like me. Dark Cookie, aka Biscuit, because, well, in the Shadowhunters books and TV show, and probably the movie as well, I'm not sure, Magnus refers to Clary as Biscuit, which I thought was a really cute name. So yeah, Biscuit. Dark King, named after King Sombra from the My Little Pony series. The most short-lived villain. He just hissed and said crystals a few times and then he disappeared. I mean, yeah, he was a threat, but he didn't last very long. Dark Rider, named after Sabine, the original Dark Rider. In Starshine Legacy, she was the red-cloaked rider who was chasing after Lisa. A lot of people are confused about the Dark Rider in this game because they're like, oh, maybe the Dark Rider is a boy, we don't know who the Dark Rider is. No, sweetie, the Dark Rider is Sabine. I'm sorry to disappoint you. Dark Warrior, named after one of my friends, or kind of themed after one of my friends rather. Dark Warrior looks a lot like her Celesteed Midnight Warrior, and to me Dark Warrior is like the dark version of him, like if Dark Hole got their hands on my friend's character and her horse, which is a fanfic that I'm probably going to write one day. Dash Dash, well, I still haven't come up with a story for him all these years later. Something about racing, I guess, because of the name. Dawn Power. Now, originally she had a different name, but I had a falling out with a friend, and I realised that she was kind of not a very nice person. So I decided to distance myself from her, and I was this close to selling this horse, but then I decided, no, I'm just going to change her name. And the first name that was randomised was Dawn Power, which to me was very fitting because it's like the power of a new dawn, because that's when I realised that I didn't want to be friends with people who weren't very nice. I wanted to be friends with people who were nice and surround myself with like nice and friendly people who were good for me, so that I could be a better person. So yeah, that's why she's Dawn Power now. Already done Daydreamer. Diamond Friend, named after Rarity from My Little Pony. I have a lot of horses named after My Little Pony in case you haven't noticed. Because Rarity has diamonds on her flank and she's one of Twilight's friends. She's one of the main six. And she's the large white shy because in the fandom there's a joke that Rarity's Marshmallow Pony. So yeah, my big white marshmallow pony Diamond Friend. I know she's actually like Rabbit Shush. Diamond King, aka King. His story is that the Baroness gave him to Louisa to train, and then when the Baroness got Andalusian, she was going to sell him to the horse market, but Louisa was like, no, I'll take him off your hands. And so she bought the horse. At the same price, because, you know. Anyway, she's good. Dog Hunter, aka Cruella, named after Cruella de Vil from the 101 Dalmatians movie, because I saw a lot of people naming their horse like Firefighter, like after the Dalmatians, so I decided, hey, why not name this horse after the enemy of the Dalmatians. Dragonfire, aka Yang, named after Yang from the Ruby series. She's also one of my favourite characters. Dragon Kiss, not really named after anything, but my headcanon is that she's one of those like half dragon, half horse creatures. Kind of like a Kirin, I guess. Anyway, yeah, because I like dragons. Dragon Mother, named after Daenerys Targaryen from the Game of Thrones series. Well, actually from the book series, I still haven't watched the show. I probably said her name completely wrong because, like I said, I haven't watched the show, I've only read the books. I'm still waiting for the new book to come out, by the way. Dream Drop, like the dream drop of a perfect water or something. Like he likes water. Or she. I keep forgetting what the gender is. Dream Guardian, named after Luna from My Little Pony. not the only horse I have named after Lena either, mind. She's one of the first Jorvik wild horses that came out, actually the first one that I bought too, because I like the blue one. I'm pretty sure I created the blue one in the Create Your Own Jorvik wild horse thing. She's named after the powered down version of Lena when we first met her, the one that some of the fandom refers to as Wuna. Drop Boy because, well, this name made me laugh, and sometimes when you're buying horses you're doing it to make yourself feel better, and if a name makes you laugh then so much the better. To me, Drop Boy is the brother of the horse at Fort Painter, if it's still at Fort Painter. It's the cheapest horse in the game. I'm not sure if it's still at Fort Painter. I haven't really looked at the horses in Fort Painter for a while. Might be the horse market. Anyway, because his brother was supposed to be the racehorse and he wasn't really a good racehorse, so Louisa adopted him because, you know, sad, tragic backstories, yay. Duskite, named after one of the friends that I have, I guess, in the Star Stable fandom. I'm not sure if she even still plays the game. She's been sucked into Final Fantasy, and yeah, it's kind of sad when a lot of your friends leave Star Stable and you're still playing this game because you still love it, but they're all off playing their other things. And like, yeah, I did leave to play Minecraft for a little while, but I came back. I always come back. But yeah, Z was a really good friend to me. She was also, unfortunately, a friend of that friend I had a falling out with, so yeah, it's a bit awkward. Dust Warrior, named after Weiss Shani from Ruby, named because she fights with Dust. And Dust Princess could have worked, but, you know, Weiss really changed. She became a warrior instead of just the heiress to a dust company. Emerald Effect, named after Emerald from Ruby, because she kind of has the effect, I guess, of causing illusions and stuff. She's one of the villains. I guess I can take her or leave her, really. However, I do like that she clearly likes Cinder. And speaking of, I'm going to get Cinder eventually. Probably if there's ever a black Connemara. Or another black horse with their mane over their eye. Because I like Cinder too. Evening Star, aka Evie, named after the fictional daughter of Lisa and Louisa in one of the AQs. Far King, you know, he's the king of the regions far, far away. Yes, that's it. I just like the paint style on horses. I mean, like, there's one paint horse that I don't want to get because I don't really like the paint markings on him, I guess. It's a black and white one. Not the black and white ones I have, the other black and white one, the one that I don't have at Marley's farm. Yeah, I just never really felt fond of it, really. Fire Flash. This is one of the horses that eventually became an OC in his own right. Also, he got silver at the Fort Painter Champ. Yeah, you show off your medal, boy. You have earned it. He's like a drag queen. Yeah, he's a very fancy schmancy drag queen who's also a cowboy. Fireheart, not named after warriors, surprisingly. That horse comes later. This one was named after Ellen Galathinius from the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas, which, like I said before, is one of my favourite books. Gosh, the older model Arabians are hard to look at because when they stop moving, you can swear that your screen froze, but it didn't. They're just being extremely still. Or maybe it has been freezing, I'm not sure. I'll find out when I'm editing, I guess. Fire Prince, named after one of my OCs, my most beloved OCs. Jake is standing very still. Anyway, Jake's my main character from my story. Fire Soul, to me, he's a fairy horse with like fire magic, because like he has that kind of look in him where there's like these reddish undertones that almost makes him look like a hot coal. So yeah, Fire Soul. Also, I love the colour on this horse. I wonder if they're ever going to put it on the new Morgans. If they do, maybe I'll buy it. Firestar. This one is named after the main boy from the Warrior series. the leader of ThunderClan for a little while until he up and died. Yeah, because fire will save the forest, and it did. Frost Guardian, the first Icelandic that I bought, is definitely one of my favourites. Ghost Trouble, named after Beetlejuice from the movie Beetlejuice, and yeah, because I love that movie so much. He is such a cool character, and I watched it many, many times as a kid. Beetlejuice. Giga Smash, named after Ralph from Wreck-It Ralph, because, you know, he's a large brown shire. He's gonna wreck things when he runs around. Gold Brother. To me, this guy is the brother of my Jorvik Warmblood soul steed, Gold Mist. He is not as good as his brother. He knows that he'll never live up to his brother's expectations or whatever, but he's absolutely fine with that. Gold Crush. Yeah, one of my little halflinger babies. She's the daughter of Gold Mist and Morning Flower, who I'll get to eventually. Gold Dust, the first little foal that I ever transferred over from the foal app, which I hope gets more foals in it soon because I love raising little foalies in that app. He's the son of Gold Mist and Morning Flower too. I know that they're all different breeds, but, you know, for story purposes. Gold Hoof, this one is named after Jaime Lannister from the Game of Thrones series. He's, well, I guess he's an okay character-ish. Like, yeah, he does things against characters that I don't like, but he also clearly has a crush on Brielle, and it's awesome. Gold Kiss, another daughter of Goldie and Morning Flower. She's the second-born daughter, I think, in the stories. Gold Lion, named after Tywin Lannister because, I mean, look at him. He's large and golden, just like Tywin is the large and golden Lannister because he has the golden armor. And then Tyrion killed him. I hope that's not spoilers. Well, it's already happened in the book, so meh. Gold Song. I was going to name him Gold Sun, but Sun isn't available as a last name. He's the son of Loki and Isolde in the future, because I read several fics that take place in the future of Star Stable, and yeah, he is dating one of my other OCs, Mandy, who I'll get to eventually because she's one of my favourites. I love her so much. Also, his name is Walter. I think I said that. Hill King, named after Hades from the Disney movie Hercules, which I still haven't watched, by the way. But one of my friends, San, who I named Dark Warrior after, she's writing a story about Hades and Persephone. And whenever I look at this horse, it makes me think of her. Honey Boy, aka Honey Bee. I saw this ankle cheek when I first joined the game and I was like, oh my god, I love this horse so much, it's like golden. Then in the remodel, he still remained golden, so that was good. And initially I was going to change his mane, but like, the braids kind of look like little bees down his neck, so yeah, Honey Bee. Honey Desire, one of my lovely Pentavians. I mean, just look at her, isn't she beautiful? She is dating Sunny Darling, one of my other Arabians. They're both males too. Honey Joy. Is this the one from the app? I'm not sure anymore. Anyway, Honey Joy is named after these little cornflake and honey things that we have in Australia, mostly at parties. She's like a little party horse, like the horse that you take to a party for pony rides. Honey Wish, named after another one of series lovely characters from her Warrior Cat Sims 3 series. Honey Wish is just great, you know. Hot Wings, named after Flair from her My Little Pony Fallout Equestria fanfiction, Fallout Equestria Heroes, which is honestly my favourite Fallout Equestria fanfiction. I've read a lot of them, but Heroes, definitely my favourite. Ice Knight, named after Brielle from the Game of Thrones series. She's the one that Jaime is definitely interested in, like, yes, good Jaime, you be interested in someone who isn't your sister, gosh. I really like that she's, like, this big warrior woman. Lemon Cake, my first quarter horse. When I first joined Star Stable and first became a star rider, I went looking for this horse, but I couldn't find him because it didn't occur to me at the time for some reason to look at the news and see where the quarter horses were. Eventually I found him. Anyway, he's the first horse of mine who ever won a medal. He got second place in the Jarlheim Championship, and I'm very proud of him still, after all this time. Light Rain, named after Rain from the Spirit movie, because when I picked her out, a lot of people were being mean about the new Arabians, so yeah, and they made me smile. Lovebird, named vaguely after one of my friends, Anna Bravewood, or Ren, as Sen calls her. Anyway, Anna has a horse that looks... Yeah, Anna has the same horse, and when I say this horse, it makes me think of her because she likes this horse a lot. I'm not sure what that horse is called. I did look through her horses, but my memory is bad. Love Master. He's, a little Jorvik pony. I think he's the one who's in love with Gold Crush. Not sure. Anyway, he's a flirty little boy. Love Smash, named after Garnet from Steven Universe. Now, unfortunately with this horse, I didn't really enjoy training her as much as I thought I would. Yeah, she's definitely a Garnet horse, but, you know, sometimes you just don't really click with the horse, and that's okay. But I won't sell her because I don't believe in selling horses. So she's just gonna stay here. I might fall in love with her again someday. Love Song, my Tinker horse. When I first joined, one of my friends had this same Tinker and I really liked it, so I had to save up for ages until I finally bought her. It was a long time coming, but I was very glad the day that I bought her, and I'm still glad that I have her, because I love the colour of her. Lucky Dollar, in my headcanon, he's an ex-racehorse, just like... I'll try it now, I've forgotten his name. That car from the Cars movie. That made absolutely no sense. I think he's called Doc? I'm not sure. Anyway, he's a retired racehorse. He doesn't race so much anymore, though. Lucky Hope. When I bought this horse, it was just the start of 2017, and this horse was my hope that 2017 would be a good one. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out that way for a lot of people, but I started learning to drive that year, and it was definitely a turning point for me. I got all of my confidence back, and it was amazing. Marble Spell. I got this horse because I really like the colour, and it has the swirly markings on his sides, and it's really pretty. Melody Bird, named after Velvet Remedy from the original Flight Equestria. She's the pony that Little Pip sets out in search of, the pony that Little Pip has a crush on, until she finally meets the love of her life. She's like this healer pony. She's the healer of the group, yeah. And, yeah, Velvet Remedy. Meteor Rain. Yeah, I don't really have a story for this horse, but I was surprised when Star Stable released him because I thought they didn't release old models anymore, but, you know, sometimes they surprise you. And he's shiny, and I love the shiny look on horses. I wish I had more horses that were shiny like that. Midnight Magic, one of my little Jorvik ponies. I really like the pattern on this one too. Midnight Spark. Now this horse is dead set purple. I know it's supposed to be dark bay, but it is purple. But again, I don't mind because it's the Pandoria thing. And Midnight was named after Midnight Sparkle from... She's the dark version of the human Twilight Sparkle from Equestria Girls. Yeah, it makes more sense if you know the movie. Anyway, and I really love the way they've been doing the faces on the horses lately. Like, there seems to be so much more detail and the shading and stuff, and it's just really nice. Mistfall. Now this guy is my laziest pony yet. Look at him, falling asleep as I'm looking at him as soon as I put him in the box. Yes, I'm talking about you. He's, yeah, lazy. But I bought him when Mistfall Mistfall had been first announced, so I was still really excited about that area, and I still really love this area. I'm just really excited about the area north of Golden Hills because I haven't seen it, but they put him out in there. They're doing something, definitely. This is Moon Dancer, named after Moon Dancer from My Little Pony. That's really all there is to her, really. I think I've got her as one of my archaeology horses, especially now that ponies have been updated so that they're fast as normal horses. Moon Princess, the other horse that I have named after Luna from My Little Pony. She's my Halloween horse, really. Because she's like Nightmare Moon, I guess. Moon Rider, named after Linda from this game, that's why she has the little Mistfall squirrel. Used to be Furfall squirrel until they decided to change it to Mistfall. Still not sure why they did that. Still think it might have had something to do with the fact that Corinne missed. Hill started spreading all these videos about getting into Furfall. But anyway. So this is Linda. I like the little moon marking on her forehead, that's why I named her after Linda. Morning Flower. This horse is the mate of Gold Mist, my Yolvik Warmblood. In the story, when Louisa and Gold Mist first discovered the fjords, Goldie met this wonderful man named Morning Flower, and he, started a relationship with her, and a few falls later, Louisa brought her home. Morning Glory, named after Glory from Fallout Equestria Project Horizons. She's also the healer of the group, and she was Blackjack's girlfriend for a long time, but Blackjack isn't... Yeah. I was pissed as hell when they also decided to break this couple up. It was such a power couple, I loved it so much. Anyway, enough of that. Morning Spark, the horse that I call Coffee, because like the black and the white down the nose for the cream, and the darker brown on the tips of the mane is like coffee. I don't like black coffee though. I've tried it once. I hated it. And I'm pretty sure that they've kind of remade this horse colour on the new North Swedish on Raven, but yeah, it was nice of them to do that. Nice horse. Mouse King, a little Icelandic. I still remember when they released the batch of the 3 double grey horses, and I was so happy because the 3 double greys look so good. Night Dust. Now, originally I named this horse after the Night Dust from the Night Dust quest, and then everything happened. I was like, well, first I was like, hey look Madison, I got Night Dust for you, yeah, isn't that happy? And then all that stuff happened and Night Dust started to make me sad because he reminded me of the Night Dust quest. But now that storyline has been resolved, now he no longer looks like the Night Dust from the quest. I think I gave him the Night Dust blanket too, let me check. Yeah. Let me show you something special about the blanket, even though probably everyone's seen it by now. Look, the stars move on it. It's so cool. I hope they do more tech like that in the future. That would be awesome. Alright. Very clicking as I go through the horses. We're halfway there. Woo! I have so many. This is why I started buying stable care, by the way, because I could not keep up with caring for this many horses a day. I do not get paid enough. Noble Lady, named after... Well, remember when Siri went to Taiwan and she had these she met these roof cats? Noble Lady is the name that she gave to one of the roof cats. And I loved the roof cat stories. I know that a lot of people did, and I also loved them. So yeah, this is Noble Lady, named after Noble Lady the roof cat. Congratulations, Noble Lady, you're famous. North Star, also named after one of series, named after the North Star series, which I binged over a few days, and oh my god, I loved it. I hope that she continues the 100 Unicorns challenge, but I understand that she's got a lot of series going on at the moment, so it might take her a while. North Star just makes me think of a unicorn, which also makes me think of that series, because Siri first saw a unicorn in that series. It was the first Sims 3 series, and she did pretty well. Peppermint, the little dapple grey Morgan that came out. I was very happy when she first came out because look at her, she's so pretty. Phantom Prince, again, doesn't really have a proper name or backstory or anything. He's just a Black Icelandic who I really like. Originally he had the witch attack set on him, so he didn't go very fast, but now I've started putting better attack on him, so now he can zoom around with the best of them. Pirate Blood, named because the black and white on him makes me think of a pirate. I really like the Pentavians, I hope they come out with more. Pop Ice, aka Coca-Cola, named well after the drink really. Because there's like the brown of the Coca-Cola, the black of the Coca-Cola, and the white can be vanilla Coke. Or the fizz on the top of Coke. Anyway, she's named after a beverage. Pop Princess, the first Arabian that I got, back when I first saw this breed and completely fell head over heels for it, because Arabian horses are one of my favourite breeds in real life, so yeah, nice little Arabian. However, I do acknowledge that this model has so many issues, but like I said before, cute little toy Arabians, please don't freeze. Quick Runner, named after Race, one of my, well, I guess she's my friend. I don't really hang out with her very often, but you know, I keep calling people my friends. They might not think that I'm one of their friends, like they might not count me as one of their friends, but you know, I enjoy her company. Wish that we could hang out more. I should probably hang out with her more actually. She does all of these training videos for Star Stable, and yeah, if you look on her channel, I appear in some of them. I might link her channel here when I'm going through and editing later. Future self, remember to do that. Rainbow Dash, named after Rainbow Dash from My Little Pony, simply because I can. Rainbow Dust, well, see, a while ago, not to get too political or anything, but like, the Australian government decided that all Australians had to vote on marriage equality, and there were these ads that came out telling people to vote no, and they said really hurtful things about the gay community, which really hurt me because I happen to be a member of that community. So one day I got really sad, so I decided to just buy 10,000 star coins, log into Star Stable, and binge buy some horses, which I probably should have recorded, but I didn't because I didn't know if I could buy 10 at the time, and I don't think I even managed to buy 10. Maybe I should have recorded it anyway, but it's in the past now, and buying them did make me really happy. Rainbow Girl, one of the New York wild horses. I really like the colours on this one, kind of prismatic, almost like an aurora, and the natural colour is really pretty too. Rainbow Guardian, bought on the same day for the same reason that I bought Rainbow Dust. Actually, a few of my horses were bought for, you know, sad purposes, made me smile. And yeah, the lure eventually passed, by the way, so now if I ever get a girlfriend and want to get married, I can do that, so that made me really happy. Rainbow Hero, bought on that same fateful day. He got silver in what winter? Is that what the medal is? Look at them all showing off their medals. Rainbow Promise, another horse bought on the same day for the same reason. Yeah, I was very sad that day. Like, I really like Rainbow Promise's colours, they're really pretty. That's why I voted for the paint marking on the Jorvik pony from the Star Stable Live thing. And it got in, I'm so happy. Rainbow Rider, if Jorvik had pride, and if Game Master Leela has her way, it just might. Not that she mentioned having it, but you know. I mean, she introduced some key characters, it's really nice. In case you're wondering, those characters are Sigrid and Dr. Iron. They're officially dating. It's not explicit, but it's canon, and I'm so happy. So yeah, Rainbow Rider is the horse that Louisa uses for pride. Red Rocket, no, it's not named after that dirty joke, get that out of your minds immediately. Also named after a greyhound from the castle. I think it's the only greyhound that won something? Anyway, I think he sired all of the greyhounds in the movie too, but I'm not sure. Rich boy named after Richard. I have another AU where Louisa is dating Scott Buttergood, and she has a son with her named Richard. He's her precious little boy. She coddles him. Rock Spirit named after Henry from the Australian show Spirited. Mum used to love watching that show until it was cancelled. She'd probably still watch it if she had the DVDs, but I don't think she has them. Ooh. Christmas present idea. Anyway, so this is Henry, and he has a little ginger cat because her ginger cat can see Henry. The main character's ginger cat. Oh goodness, I've forgotten her name. Whoops. Rose's mother, named after Rose Collette from Steven Universe. Now, I am aware of that spoiler, even though I haven't watched the recent episodes yet, and oh boy, what a twist. I certainly didn't see it coming. She's a big pink girl. Rose Petal, named after another one of my beloved OCs. She is the daughter of Jake. Royal Magic, named after another OC. She's named after Claire, the royal magician to the kings. Royal Warrior, named after a fictional son of Anne and Alex. His name is Roy. Ruby Rebel, named after Ruby from Steven Universe. Again, more spoilers, but I've seen the spoilers of the most recent episodes, and so cute. Sapphire Gazer, named after Sapphire from Steven Universe. By the way, I love how the way that I pick their names means that they're always together in my stable. I should, like in the inventory thing, I forget what they call that. I think it's the paddock, or it might be the pasture. I keep getting those two words mixed up. Anyway, she's named after our very own beloved Laffy Saffy. Sapphic Saffy. Scarlet Hoof. Well, his name is dark and edgy because he looks dark and edgy, doesn't he? Even with the Christmas tack on, he still looks dark and edgy. Silent Mystery, aka Puzzle. This is the horse that I was originally intending to buy when I bought Bright Eye. But, you know. And, yeah. Silent Mystery's thing is that he absolutely loves the Cantarella books, and he likes to cosplay as Tintoretto, even though he's a paint horse. But, you know, Louisa can just paint over his white patches with black paint, and black paint save horses, I mean, and like style his mane and tail to look like Tintoretto's. He's still extremely miffed that he missed out on that part too. I forgot his name. You know, the Black Lusitano. Sirio. Silver Blood, named after the... Oh my god, I'm just so bad with names today, aren't I? The Red Queen series by Victoria Aveyard. The Silver Blood thing is that they can control animals, I think. Anyway, his story, even though it's not canon in the slightest, and probably doesn't fit into the story at all, is that he was a Silver Blood who could control animals. He was cursed to turn into a horse himself. Yeah. It's been a while since I read that book, whoops. Silver Bullet, now, don't hate me for the name, named after Pietro from the Avengers movie. Because, you know, he's fast as a bullet. Also, he was killed by several. And... yeah. Silver Echo, one of my Pentavians. I've actually named one of my ponies on Pony Island after this horse too, because I really like the colours on it. And the beautiful blue eyes. If you would please put your head up, man. There we go. Look at those beautiful blue eyes. Lovely colouring on this one. Silver Flyer, my Morab from the Equestrian Centre. I think he's still there, I'm not sure. Anyway, he was in my first buying 10 horses video, and he still looks great even after the update, doesn't he? He was one of my favourites on that group. Silver Gaze, named after Ruby from the show Ruby. Ruby Rose, I should say. She is from the Fallout. Silver Hero, named after the main character of Fallout Equestria heroes, named after Hired Gun. Part 2 coming soon. Rooster Teeth show Ruby Rose. I feel like I've introduced her before. Oh well. Silver Mist. She is the she's the mother of my starter horse Gold Mist. She's very proud of her boy and she loves midsummer. Silver Song, named after the Silver Song River in this game. One of my good friends then has some really awesome fanfiction ideas. One of them being that Silver Song was the horse of Aideen, and the river Silver Song is created out of Aideen's tears that she shed after her horse was killed. So yeah, I really hope she writes that one day. I'd love to commission her to write it, but yeah, I hope that someday she can write it. It sounds really interesting. Skyborn, one of the first horses that I bought in this game. Like Siri, I absolutely love the spotty butt horses. And yeah, when I went looking for Lemon Cake, because like I said, I had no clue where he was because I didn't read the news because I'm stupid, I came upon this beautiful horse at Fort Pinter, and I love her. I still love her, that's why I got the remade version of her. Sky Pie, named after what Star Stable players say instead of Skype, because she's a blue wren and Skype is blue. Sky Rocket, well, let's just say that his name has a more mature meaning. You know that old song? Many of you probably don't know that old song. Anyway, I mean it's called Afternoon Delight. Yeah. Double entendres, yay. Small Bird, named after Dove, the pony from the Scorpio Racers book, because I'm pretty sure Dove was a dun pony, and now she's as fast as Dove too. Small Hoof, the first pony that I got in this game, because, well, pretty much everyone's first horse has to be a pony because of the pony race so early on in this game. And yeah, I really like his colour. Smoke Whisper, one of my beautiful, beautiful Lusitanos. Lipizzanus. Oops. My friend Jack loves Lipizzanus. Smoke Wings. I like to imagine that she has like wings made up of smoke that she can conjure at will, because I love me some magical horses. Snow Brother, the first fjord that I bought as soon as I could buy the fjords. I really love his silver colouring, he's just so gorgeous. Snowdrop, named after that really popular My Little Pony animation. You know, the little blind pony who makes snowflakes. Yeah, because she just looks like a snowdrop to me. Only, you know, obviously she can see. Snow Ghost, named after, well, this one is named after a dog that I used to have named Snowy, but she's dead now, so Snow Ghost. I always have her with me in this game. Haven't had her around a while, might keep her out after this, who knows. Snow Queen, named after Elsa from Frozen. Originally I was going to try and get the cold medal with her because the cold never bothered us anyway, but that model's kind of buggy, I think. Unless that was when they updated it or something. Anyway, I ended up getting the cold medal with one of my horses. I think I got that in a video, but if I didn't, it was either Star Magic or Twilight. Well, it must have been Star Magic. Twilight's cold tolerant. Snow Wish, named after the fictional son of Katja and Alex, Mark. He's a pirate. Well, obviously the horse isn't, but the human version of him goes at sea with the smugglers, spending time with them, having a grand old time. Solid Heart. This North Swedish horse absolutely loves the snow as much as her sister, Autumn Heart, loves autumn. Space Mystery. Well, his name is Alien because when I first got him, he looked a bit weird to me for some reason. So I just called him an alien because, well, he is grey, like an alien. So he has the green tape because aliens are also green. I like him now though. It's probably because the Arabians move better now. Spider Surprise, named because the canter of the Arabians used to look kind of like spider legs until they fixed it. Thank God they fixed that. And his story is that he was a spider that got turned into a horse. Because magic is unpredictable at times. Spirit, you know, Spirit Junior from Spirit Riding Free. I first didn't like that show, but now I have good memories of watching it with some friends and, well, the later season's much better. To me anyway. Others might disagree. Spring Petal, aka Lavender. I recently showed you this mare's training video. I don't know why I named her Lavender, it just fits for some reason. Stardust, first Interviewarian that I bought. Originally I wasn't too fussed on this one, but then I got a little closer and discovered that she has little spots on her. And they look really cool like stars. So, Stardust. Can you imagine how long this would have taken if I had to show each horse individually? Like, full on and stuff. Yeah, sometimes the inventory looks weird like that and looks like they're under a blue light. But it goes away after a bit. Star Hunter. This is the horse that I use whenever I go looking for the stars that are frequently added to Star Stable. Also, he has a medal from some champ. I think it's the Golden Hills champ. Anyway, Star Hunter, the star hunting horse. He wasn't very good at it at first, and then I leveled him up, so now he can hunt stars to his heart's content. Star Kiss. I think this was the first old model Appaloosa that I bought. Absolutely love him. Love him to pieces. Star Knight. This is the other foal of Starshine and Smoke Eye. He is their son. The Knight of the Stars. Star-Lord, named after Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy, is one of my very few Marvel horses. I might get more Marvel horses in the future. Well, if I can find the right horse for the character, that is. That's gonna happen someday, though. Star Singer, the horse that shares the model with Dillinger. This horse is the horse that Lisa proposed to Louisa with in my stories. Because in Jorvik we don't say I love you, we say I horse you, and we propose with horses. Apparently. Stormcloud, named because, well, he kinda looks like Stormclouds, doesn't he? The greyish, brownish, blackish tones on him. I like him. I bought him in my first buying 10 horses video, actually. Stormrunner, my black English thoroughbred. He doesn't really have a story. Well, he kinda does. Like, I kinda say that James found him when he was a foal in the middle of a storm or something. Haven't really fleshed that out though, so he's just my wonderful black thoroughbred. Storm Whisper. I say that this fjord has the ability to sense oncoming storms, so he tells people when a storm's coming. Like in his head in the Cultus, he was used as a kind of a storm warning thing. I was going to call him Storm Warning, but that's not available. Strawberry Kiss, low-key named after the Strawberry Kiss, a song from Nikki website I listened to all the time growing up. You guys are probably too young for that. Summer Love, named after the fictional daughter of Ricky Winterwell and Natalie Moonriver. You know, the characters that Star Stable has forgotten about. Don't worry, I forget about them too a lot. And their daughter is named Summer, and she loves Yojitsu. Or is it Yojitsu? Sun Dancer, my first Morgan. I like to say that he dances on sunshine. I wanted to call him Sunshine, but that wasn't available. So he dances on sunshine instead. Sundrop, another one of my lovely, lovely Lipizzaners. Lipizzaners just remind me of Jack so much. Sunny Darling. This horse I actually also have in Minecraft because she has a very similar coat to one of the Minecraft horses. Actually, I'm not sure if it's vanilla Minecraft or my creatures horses. Anyway. So yeah, I love her so much that I even got her in Minecraft, I say. Sunny Spark, named after the pairing of Sunset Shimmer and Twilight Sparkle from My Little Pony Equestria Girls, because I absolutely love that pairing to pieces. Sun Princess, named after Princess Celestia from My Little Pony, because, well, she's white and also vaguely pink, which Celestia actually is, but you know that if she was actually pink, the bronies would riot. Sun Spirit. To me, this one looks more like the proper Son of Spirit and Rain from the movie, not Spirit Junior from the Netflix show, which I do enjoy. So yeah, Sun Spirit, the actual sun. Sunspot, another one of my delightful Lipizzanas. Sun Warrior. I think I've done her before, but anyway, she's the other Ruth, the daughter of Anne and Alex in my stories. Supernova. For some reason I absolutely love this Appaloosa. One of my friends, Jackie, says that she's not a real Appaloosa because well, Appaloosas don't come in this colour. And then I looked up and discovered that she might be a paint or something. Anyway, originally she was a paint, and then someone told Star Stable, hey, those aren't paints, they're Appaloosas. So Star Stable changed them to Appaloosas, and now people are saying, oh, this isn't an Appaloosa, it's a paint, so, whatever. She's a horse and I really like the patterning on her. Thunder Rice, named after Mandy, my most beloved OC, the daughter of Katja and Alex. I have a whole AU based around her. Thunder Prince, named after Sam, one of my beloved OCs, original OCs this time. He is the mate of Jake, and the Prince of Mirror Territory, later he becomes the king, but that's kind of spoilers. Tiger Heart. Some of you Warrior Cats fans might recognise his name, named after Tiger Heart from the Warrior Cats books. Tiger Star. Now I know you're going to recognise this guy's name. He's also named after Tiger Star from the Warrior Cats books. Cat Satan, as I call him. Everyone's favourite broad-shouldered brown tabby tom. I know that he's actually a brindle mustang in this, but in the books he is the broad-shouldered brown tabby tom. Whistle and claws, and also he's evil. Time Lord, named after the Doctor from Doctor Who, one of my favourite shows, because he's ginger and the Doctor always wanted to be ginger. I guess if you could pinpoint a specific Doctor, he's named after the 10th one. Time Master, named after the Master, the Delgado Master, I think. The one that wears the black suit. They all wear black suits. Well, the one with his black hair, you know, the fancy looking one from the old classic Who. Vanilla Cake, my Akeltique, or Akelteke, I'm not sure how to say his breed name properly. But anyway, I really like the colour on him. I was so shocked when I discovered that they were over 1,000 star coins originally. I'm so glad that they put that price down. But Lord, can you imagine? Vanilla Dream, a little Mustang raised from the foal-lap. Vanilla Pie, named after Vanellope von Schweetz from Wreck-It Ralph. Water Wings, named after Lapis Lazuli from Steven Universe. I know that she's a bit of a controversial character, but I love her so much. Why do I love the controversial characters so? Why? West Rider. In his story, he's the horse that Louisa had before she came to Jorvik. In reality, he's a horse that I bought for my birthday one year. I think I have that video. Well, I'm not sure if it was West Rider or what's his name? Oh dear. Flames Firesoul that I bought for my birthday. It was one of them. Wildheart, the first Mustang that I bought on this game. Because Mustangs are wild at heart, you know. Winter Kiss. Her story is that she fell in love with the Winter Spirit, who is coming up soon. And she had a foal to him, but then both her and the foal were sold to the stables in Valedale, and she never saw her mate again, so she went searching for him. And she loves the winter because it reminds her of him. And here he is, the Winter Spirit himself. Like, to me, if the Winter Spirits were ever introduced into the name, they would look ethereal and ghostly, not unlike this beautiful, beautiful horse in front of you. So yeah, this is Winter Spirit, the spirit of winter. And, last but certainly not least, my favourite horse, Smoke Eye. My Andalusian. When I was looking for lemon cake, I saw Smoke Eye instead, and I fell completely head over heels in love with her immediately. Like, yeah, I know that she's an old model, I know that the old models have problems with them, but oh, I just love her so much for some reason. Like, yeah, Gold Mist is my soul steed, but Smoke Eye, she's definitely my favourite. I would ride her everywhere if I could. And hey, when I finish training these last 5 horses, maybe I will. So, that's it for my All My Horses video. It went for over an hour, I am aware. I have so many lovely horses. I hope you enjoyed. And I hope to see you around again for my Star Magic's Champ video, which I will record today if I have time, and if I can be bothered. I think I'll have time, but the champs finish early on Tuesday, so yeah, I may or may not have time to record Star Magic's Champ video today, but if not, I'll record it tomorrow. Again, if I have time. So yeah, like I said, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully I can also record some other videos like this soon, maybe on Thursday, maybe not. But until then, I feel like I want to say Stacey sign off, but that is not my sign off, that's Stacey Plays sign off, because I've been reading Wild Rescuers lately and watching a lot of her videos and just anyway, I need to finish this and wrap this up. This is going on too long now. So, hope you enjoyed, hope you like all of my horses. Maybe put in the comments which one is your personal favourite. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye!